Can ordinary MP make a law in India? Or is lawmaking only the monopoly of ministers? Most students think only the government introduces laws, but that is not fully correct. Today, we will understand private member bills, what is the meaning of it, who introduced by, and procedure. Very important discussion. You should learn lots of things from here. Now onward, I will discuss with you what is private member bill with example, with important questions and answers. Today, we will understand private member bills, one of the most interesting but least understood topics in Parliament and very important for UPSC prelims. First of all, we should know about meaning of private member bills. Very important. Any private members bill is a legislative proposal introduced by any member of parliament who is not a minister. Understood? Any member of parliament who is not minister. That is very important line. Any member of parliament who is not minister. That means opposition MPs, ruling party backbenchers, any non-minister MP. If person introducing the bill is not a part of council of minister, it is called private member bill. Very easy. If person introducing the bill is not a part of council of minister, then it is called private member bill. Very simple. Minister introduces, then it is called government bill. While non-minister introduces, then it is called private members bill. Very important. Now we will discuss about who can introduce it. Who can introduce it? This bill can be introduced in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha as long as they are not minister. If any MPs who is not minister, that is called private member bill. This reflect democratic participation beyond executive. Understand? So we discussed here who can introduce it. Lok Sabha's MP and Rajya Sabha MPs both can introduce it in the parliament. Now we will discuss about procedure of private member bill. Procedure of private member bills. It's very important topic because recently Sasi Tharoor introduced a private member bill. So the chance of this topic is very large or very wide in prelims. Now here is important part. Private member bills follow the same legislative process as government bills. You know government bills follow process first reading, second reading, third reading, passage in both houses, presidential assent. Same as so private member bills also follow the same legislative process. So same as no procedural discrimination. Both private member bills and government bills can follow same route, no procedural discrimination. However, politically there is a huge difference. Notice requirement. This is very important part. Notice requirement, and UPSC may be asked from here. An MP must give 1 month notice before introducing a private member bill. MPs need 1 month notice period. If you want to introduce this bill, then 1 month notice period before introducing a private member bills. And here is a very important exam point. Private member bills are generally taken up as on Fridays in Parliament. UPSC loves this factual fact. Private members' bills are generally taken up on Fridays in Parliament. So, procedure of private member bills very important, and what is the notice period is also important. I have already said to you 1 month notice period for private member bill, while uh, government bill is no needed this type of 1 month notice period. Understand? And private member will are generally taken up on Fridays in Parliament. Now, next topic, your next point is purpose of private member bill. What is the purpose of private members bills? Very important. Purpose of private member bill. Why do MPs introduce private member bills? पहला और मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट क्या है? टू हाईलाइट neglected issues. Some issues government not taken into consideration and sometimes ignores them. So opposition members, opposition parties to highlight neglected issue, to suggest new policy ideas. Recently, Raghav Chadda gives lots of ideas regarding gig worker. And another point, to pressure the government. Sometimes opposition pressure government. Why are you doing SIR? What is the issues behind that? And next point is to represent public concern. Sometimes public concerns are not taken consideration or not taken by government as serious as his or her topics. To represent public concern, even if bill does not pass, it creates discussion. So private member bills strengthen deliberative democracy. Understand? Now another point, sixth point, success rate. You know already, this is very simple. Always success rate is maximum for government bill. Until now, after the independence, only 14 private member bills have been passed and enacted into law. So you should know that that shows government bills dominate parliament. Private member bills are rarely succeed. This low passage rate is favorite UPSC fact. Now let's discuss what was the first private member bill. It's Muslim Waqf Bill 1952 that introduced as a private member bill became a law in 1954, first successful private member bill. Another, recently private member bill passed right to disconnect bill in 2025 was introduced as a private member bill. It proposed a statutory right for employees to disconnect from work calls outside office. So here is an important point. You should prelims point. You should know these points. One, private member bills introduced by non-minister. 1 month notice period. Taken up on Friday. Only 14 passed since independence. First private member bill, Muslim Waqf Bill, last passed by private member bill in 1968. If you remember these 6 points, you are safe in prelims. Private member bills are constitutionally equal to government bills, but politically unequal. That is reality of Indian Parliament. So please subscribe, like, and share our channel with your friends. If you want more introductory or more interesting fact, then you will share with your friend. I will give you everything free of cost. You can see my playlist. There are various topics, various books I have already discussed with you. Art and culture, especially Nitin Singhania, I discuss with you in Hindi medium. So please subscribe our channel. Revision is the key of success. जितनी ज़्यादा रिवीजन उतनी करीब सक्सेस, रिस्क कम होता चला जाएगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच।